Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another splendid episode of Anything But Politics. As always, I am Jim Altman, and I'm here with...
Christian Rollman. What's up, everybody?
How are you doing, Christian?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Hell yeah.
It's really weird because I think this is much later than we've been recording recently, so my lighting is vastly different than
right?
before.
It is fully dark.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Hello.
Let's see here. Just to kind of preface everything, if you couldn't tell by the title of the episode today, we have a guest, and we're so excited about it. I think we mentioned doing this the last time we had a guest, which was Sub Radio. Go listen to that episode if you haven't. But I think we did the same kind of thing before, and we mentioned it. The fact that we've already done the guest portion. This is filmed post that.
Yes, and it went... How did it go, Jim?
Swimmingly. The energy was
Stop!
Through the roof.
I was just about to say swimmingly. I can't with you. I was literally just about to say swimmingly, and then I was like, actually, I'll let Jim take this one. And you were like, swimmingly.
I think that cements it then. I don't think it can be described as anything else but swimmingly.
I would agree.
Nate was hilarious as all hell.
So funny.
Loved the energy he brought. And, well, I'll just let you all listen to it. But before we do that, of course, I want to get a few ground things out of the way because, of course, this is Anything But Politics. We have a format here that we have to hold down.
Yes. Stick to it.
Anything interesting happened to you in the past week, Christian?
In the last week... Oh, you know what? I went rock climbing with my fiance, and you know what? We had a great time.
That's so good.
I loved it. I am not a big outdoorsy guy. I don't like the outdoors. Mm-hmm. But this was, for some reason, just really, really enjoyable. We ended up going on like a 4-mile hike. And my gams are feeling it. But you know what? Yep. It was so worth it. It was really nice to just be in nature. And take that time, guys. I honestly wish I had done it more during quarantine because, you can't go out to anything. So... go out to everything. Go hike. Yeah. Take a hike. It's great. You don't have to be around people. You don't have to wear a mask if you're hiking. You can be out of your house, and it's lovely. Yeah, it's just... I really wish I had done it more before, especially when we couldn't go anywhere else. So I really enjoyed it. Good stuff. Go be in nature. It's way better than you think.
Oh, yeah. It's excellent just to, get out into nature.
Absolutely. How was your week, Jim?
My week was really good. I don't think there was anything too major of note. I think we scoured the room this weekend and just got it clean and everything.
Nice.
Just because for the longest time there were issues with the cats. One of our cats had allergy troubles, and he's on a prescription food now. He's good. He was just not doing great at the whole using the bathroom where he needs to thing.
Hey, so, you know what? We all have trouble with it sometimes.
Sometimes we ball outside to potty, and if it's not on purpose and we can't help it, then that's okay.
It is okay. Normalize balling outside to potty.
When you can't help it.
Yeah, when you can't help it. Because I was about to say, that whole episode was basically just don't you fucking dare ball outside to potty. If you ball outside to potty, you are less than. But we're here to tell you now we've grown up. We've matured, I think.
I think so.
And, and we're here to say that it's okay to ball outside to potty if you don't have the option.
Yeah. And as such, we got him the prescription food. He's doing better. So we're cool with the cats being in the room again. And it's just been so nice because...
Hooray.
I don't know, man. Just walking in and out of the room, you feel trapped having your door closed all the time. If every moment you were in your room, the door had to be closed, when it's not a big room to begin with, you definitely do feel trapped. So it's funny because it's we were hardly locking the cats out. We were more locking ourselves in. And it feels nice just to have an open house again, to have the air flow through it all, to be able to smell the food I'm cooking from the bedroom. It's just nice. And it's nice to have the cats, crawl up and, wake you up in the morning by sitting on your chest. Well,
Anyway.
I think if we delay the inevitable, then all we're going to do is just descend into chaos, because
Yeah.
the chaotic energy that we typically bring at the latter half of the episode is because we're not quite warmed up yet. Oh, we're warm, baby. I'm actually hot.
So warm.
The AC in the room was off during that entire recording, so it is
I'm on
boiling
fire.
in here.
I'm wearing a fucking turtleneck. I'm on fire right now.
Oh gosh, so let's not get any more chaotic. Let's not let this delve even further. Welcome back, everybody. We love having you. Let's go ahead and roll the tape. And when we come back, we will be joined by our new good friend of the podcast, Nate, Tokiejoestar on all social media. So definitely go look him up if you like today's episode, and if you don't, look him up. He's a great guy. But let's roll that tape, baby.
Roll that tape.
Hello, everybody. This is Jim and Christian.
And you're listening to Anything But Politics.
Fuck yeah! So, welcome everyone back from what I'm assuming is just going to be like a fresh cut from the intro song. We have with us today, I'll welcome the many names from TikTok. We've got Tokiejoestar, Sheepy Steve, Nate Not Normal, and just Nate. Unless I'm missing stuff.
You're missing stuff.
Of course I am, man.
You ready for this? Okay.
I'm ready.
So all the aliases from the many years of TikTok.
Yep.
First one, a venophobic sheep. Mm-hmm. That one nobody knows. And actually, I had a whole phase where I collected these guys as a result of that time in my life. A venophobe is essentially someone who's scared of sheep. So calling myself a venophobic sheep was like this play on, oh, I'm scared of becoming a sheeple, but I know I am a sheep. So it's like a sheep who's scared of sheep. And I thought that was clever. But no one could spell it, so I never got any views. So they're like, who are you? What is that word? I'd go and join live streams. They'd be like, hey, yo, what's cool? I mean, if I'm sheep.
This guy's scared of veins.
They're just, that guy. I'm like, that does not fly. So I decided to go from that to Super Sheepy Steve, which was the first name I blew up on TikTok with. I got to like 60K with that name, but then I got banned on TikTok for going live.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. I changed the account name to Nate Not Normal, and I moved Super Sheepy Steve to a new account, and then did it again. And I got to like 30K, and I made a bunch of popular TikTok friends and enemies. And then that account got banned too. So I made a third account, and I called it Tokiejoestar because it was right after my dog Toki. Tokiejoestar was his name, little Shih Tzu that we had for 10 years, passed away of an autoimmune disease, and that was really sad. So I named my account after him. That, and one of my friends on early TikTok was named Gio Brando. It's a JoJo's reference, and it's very close to that. So I just went with Toki Joe, which was my dog's name, and Joestar, obviously JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So it's just like put them together, and that became the name. And it's pretty cool. I feel like Toki Joe has the same meaning to me as like my normal name, Nathaniel, because Nathaniel is Hebrew and Greek for gift from God. And I prayed for like 6 years as a kid for a puppy, but I was always allergic to them. And then my grandparents' neighbors got a puppy they couldn't take care of. And it was this old Shih Tzu puppy named Toki. And they just gave him to us. And he was like a $900 dog, and we couldn't afford it. And they just gave it to us. And I was like, holy smokes, answer to prayer. So to me, Toki Joe was a little gift from God that I didn't deserve and couldn't have earned. And so to me, whether you call me Tokiejoestar or Toki Joe or Tokiejoestar or, Nathaniel, it means the same thing to me because both of them have the same like internal meaning, you know?
Yeah, wow. I like that a lot. Now,
working pieces.
A departure from Steve. Where did Steve come from?
Super Sheepy Steve was just alliteration out the wazoo. It was just like,
I love alliteration.
People call me Steve still sometimes. I'm like, shh, we don't talk about that. I privated that account.
Dead now.
Now was already unfamiliar with the word that I learned 2 minutes ago. Some
Avenophobic.
So avenophobic. Was that your first attempt at that username? When you when it was like create a username, that's what you went straight for, and of course it wasn't taken.
And of course it wasn't taken. The whole thing was back then, I wanted to learn how to do EDM music back when I was like 19. And so what I did was I commissioned a EDM artist helmet that I got off of Etsy, which is a low poly sheep helmet.
I remember this helmet.
Yeah, and it's in pieces now. I need to make a new one. I still have the template. I just bought it off Etsy. Ironically, that same company that makes those was like bought out by like whoever did the Masked Singer. So those masks are now everywhere. But yeah, no, literally low poly animal masks. They're like, oh, CBS wants this, and they just bought all of them. And used them all over the season. I was like, well, this no longer looks original, but the whole idea was like, I had this whole thing planned out to either be called One Lost, which is one lost sheep. It's the parable story of the sheep that decides to go off on its own, and then this biblical thing happens where the shepherd decides to go after it. And I wanted that to be my whole username and alias and everything. I wanted to be the One Lost. I wanted to have this cool like semi-biblical analogy because I'm a Christian, and I wanted to make music that was like cool EDM stuff, but like with a Christian twist. And I never got that into EDM. I did for a while, but I kind of grew out of it, and then I kind of got into this weird indie folky scene where I am now, where it's like, what even genre is this? And the answer is, I don't know, but I mean, you might like it.
That's the thing, is I don't have to know what it is to just kind of sit there and like vibe with it and genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. I've made anywhere from like really cool freestyle raps to like sea shanties and avant-garde slam poetry. Weird stuff.
Where can people find that stuff?
At the moment, nowhere. There's one place that I can tell you about. There's a group of weird people that I made music with for the longest time. They're in a collective called Neptune 42. I'm not that big of a member of it. Whenever they would record, I'd do it with them. Any of the proceeds that would go from the donations that would be received either on their Bandcamp or anywhere else go straight back to one of the main leaders of the original group. I think his name is Ben Travers. He has his own band and does a bunch of stuff around Michigan, touring with a couple small indie bands and a few other larger productions. So it goes back to him, and I guess it keeps the music back up. So I don't know exactly what's going on there, but it's called Uranus Records on Bandcamp. It looks super janky on purpose. It's just a bunch of weird avant-garde music, except for a few songs. We did put out an album called Sleepless Attic, which is my first actual project of music that's actually released besides one song I put out with Young Tube Sock on SoundCloud. You know who Young Tube Sock is?
No, but I love the name.
Yeah. He's the guy who blew up who went, oh no, I have a disease walking around through your neighborhood, spreading on my fleas. They be like, what you got? I be like STDs. That was like
I remember that. Wow.
Yeah, so we made a song together, he and I, and it was over a beat that we made to that meme that went, we made a whole rap over that, and it's pretty sick. Without even trying to send people that way, because I never released it on Spotify. I don't think I could. I'd have to clear the sample, which would be like more money than I'm worth. But it is there on SoundCloud, and we even got Nashville Cash to hop on it. So technically, the first, at the end, it has him going, shit, in the woods. It just has that sample.
That is sick.
Yeah, we did a little bit of sound engineering with that. Had the sound of crows flying away as he screams. It was pretty cool, yeah. But that's the only thing right now. I do plan on very soon releasing more music. Only issue is I made music for like 3 years. I was putting on an album called Good Enough, and I had a lot of it recorded. And then I updated my hard drive on my Mac I was working on, and it got a boot loop corruption, and I lost all of my data, and I didn't back it up. Oh. So 3 years worth of music gone, and
right, was a
Woo,
nightmare.
it's like shooting a child in the face. It's like, oh, you had such a big future. You're gonna take care of me when I was older. Thanks, Apple.
God, that's amazing. Oh.
Man, I wanted to see what happened with that whole thing, and then it didn't happen. So
I've had like maybe one project that I'm working on, then the system crashes, and I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck, everything's over. My life is over. I hate everything. I can't
Yep.
imagine. Years. Oh, that's tough.
Gone.
Are you like working on like going back and redoing it?
It's hard to. I'm letting some of it go. I feel like some of that was just a sign, like, you know what, this probably isn't your best, and it sucks to say that because some of them were collaborations, and those artists don't talk to me anymore.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, come on,
Yeah.
really? That's not your
Yeah.
fault.
But
That's
I do have a few collaborations that are still on the books, potentially. Artists who have expressed interest here and there. They like my stuff. Freddie Dredd is a friend of mine, the rapper who kind of blew up on TikTok without even being on TikTok. He only joined like last year. An artist named Limbo. You know Limbo? She has her whole thing is wearing that cat mask. I think her main song that blew up was the one where she went, "I'm sorry, baby.
Yep.
Please,
Yep.
puppy. I'm trying to be ultra mega happy." It's super catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's super sweet. She reached out to me a while ago and was like, "Hey, I really like your vibe." And I'm like, "Wow, what a nice, appreciative artist who only saw a couple of my videos. It was really nice." So that Lil Darky reached out to me for like a week, and then he realized, you know what, this kid has no money, and then he didn't get back in touch with me. It's okay, that's fine. Young Gravy followed me for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, he still follows Super Sheepy Steve if you look through Young Gravy's following.
Nice.
That's so crazy.
It is funny.
Hell yeah.
I think he only follows me because one of my videos back when he first joined TikTok blew up is me on the beach going, Mr. Clean.
Nice.
Hold the whole damn thing. Yeah, so that blew up. But yeah. Music will be coming out though.
Awesome.
I have my debut project Nightmare on the books. And for those of you who are not the Spotify listeners, you're gonna have to check this out later. But I can share my screen for a moment, and you guys should be able to see it. Here, I have my artwork for what the album is going to be.
Ooh. Dog, I like that.
Look at that bad boy. It's got, whoa, what was that? Oh, there's me picking my ear.
Nice.
That's an interesting artistic photo. I wonder what else I have on here. We might need to edit some of this out.
Yeah, we
just
pay
feels
our
good.
editor no money to take care of this kind of stuff. So he's good.
I don't
He's
pay
good.
my editor either.
Yeah.
Shout out to Woofus's Doofus.
Shout out to Seth. We love you guys. Y'all do too much work for nothing.
real.
The whole reason behind that image is pretty interesting. Eventually, what I want is to have a music video or an animation of some really funky stuff I got going on in my head, but I can't talk too much about it because...
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, more music will be coming out, especially now that TikTok's kind of not working for me anymore. And I've been needing to release music for a while. I have this perfectionist complex where I'm just like, it has to be perfect. No, it just needs to be okay. Let's just be honest. Let's
For real.
push out that content. If it isn't good, make another song in the future that'll be better.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's what's up with the music. If you want to listen to any of that stuff that is out, check out my SoundCloud. Check out, Uranus Records or the album Sleepless Attic on Bandcamp. Good stuff on there. Weird stuff too. Really funky.
So you mentioned TikTok's not really working for you anymore. What's going on?
Well, since I've been here from the very beginning of like the rebranding from Musical.ly to TikTok, I will neither confirm nor deny being on Musical.ly. But I will tell you that I've been here from the beginning of the thing, and I've seen all the many changes from when I think it was at its peak to where we are now. And right now, this is more than Musical.ly ever could have been. It's far more commercialized, it's far more mainstream, and it's everything that sucked about Musical.ly times 10. It literally is. The pretty people of the world will find an immediate following here on TikTok because it used to be too cringy. for those type of people to ever even want to touch base here. It was for people like us who really didn't care, wanted to do something creative with our time, and had nothing better to do, and ended up doing stuff that was incredibly creative, created a fantastic meme culture that was immediately stomped by, capitalist ByteDance in an attempt to actually gain control over their platform. Because for like the first 3 months on the thing, we literally, and I can speak for myself on this, bullied the crap out of people that were the core audience of what Musical.ly was as it died. Mm-hmm. The people who were the furries, the people who were the really cringy, like, whatever the heck this is.
Yeah, the cosplayers at the time.
Head boppers.
The Rick and Morty cosplayers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rick and Morty cosplayers. And for a while, that was funny because we were able to say, you know what, this is no longer just your creative space. This belongs to a bunch of new people that you can't control. And the fact that there's such an influx of them made it impossible for TikTok to do anything. And when they did, who cares? We'll just make another account. I will say a lot of people did go over the line. So I'm not idealizing this whatsoever. There's a lot of people who were harassed unnecessarily, way past of, what should be just, like a meme. So I denounce that. But to be fair, during this period of time, everyone was going after the furries, which was a little bit personal for me because I just got out of a relationship with a furry. Mm-hmm. And I have no ill will towards them or whatever they're doing now. But it was new to me, and I was kind of like in the nerd, meme community anyway. So I knew what it was. I just didn't know to what extent. And then I found out, and I was like, full on Crash Bandicoot. And so I made the thing that got me in trouble is I made a song playing my ukulele. I was just like making a joke about furry. Specifically, there's this convention that was happening in California. I did not know this at the time. It is the largest furry convention in the world.
Wow.
And I mentioned it in the song. And what did I say in that song? That they did not have an adequate budget for metal detectors at the doors. So you can guess who showed up at my door. Hi, we're the FBI. I have some questions for you about a post that you made on this TikTok thing. Yeah, we're taking you down to the station. I'm like, oh, okay. Is they're like, so, what's up, buddy? You doing okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing okay. They're like, well, what about this deleted TikTok where you made fun of this furry for like half an hour? And I was like, where'd you get that? He's like, we're the FBI. You idiot. Here, how about this one? Or this one? Or this one? I was like, bravo. Okay. And so they're like, so you have no like ill will toward, you don't actually plan on going to this specific place in this specific date like you said in your song, right? And I was like, yeah, no, that was completely facetious. I'd have no plans of doing that. I literally just got out of a relationship with a really cool furry. I mean, I have no issue with the furry community. It's a joke. And they're like, okay, well, jokes can get out of hand and you did something really, really stupid. So you're going to be on a watch list the rest of your life under furry hater. So understand when you're paying your taxes, we see that. And yeah, so that happened. And I haven't been involved with the law since. So that's good, except maybe one speeding ticket, but like. Yeah. I know somewhere there's a file, and that file says, skinny white dude made fun of furries a little too hard.
I love the idea of you getting pulled over for a speeding ticket, the cop running your plate, and then just being like, what the fuck? And it's just...
Why does it say furry hater on here? What is that?
What is
this?
Man?
I'm like,
he goes, don't Google it. You can go.
You don't want to know. Yeah, he's just like, get out of here. No, actually, no, what if it was like that? He's like, pulls up furry hater, looks at me like this.
Ooh, we're good.
Just get out of here, bro. You're fine.
But Mr. FBI agent, if you are watching this episode,
he is.
Because your name will likely be in the title. If you're here, hey, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm still happy to have him. I mean, I pray for my FBI agent. He seems like a pretty cool guy. I hope his family's doing good.
Sleep easy.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, yeah. Early TikTok was great and bad, but it slowly transitioned into what we see today, where the Charlie D'Amelios, the Lil Huddies, the the F-boys and clout chaser types popped up to the point where you can get 1 million followers today if you just get the right post at the right time. There's this person who's set to overtake Charlie D'Amelio in like a week. It's this black guy who goes around and finds the cringy YouTube video or cringy videos, and then he just goes and does the opposite of it and goes,
I love that guy. My cousin showed.
I love this guy. Everyone loves this guy.
He's I swear he's an industry plant because no one wants the Charlies. No one wants the Addison Rays.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they do. No. These are pretty people who cater to a very young audience who have all the hormones in their body going nutso and want to be what they see in media, which can be a very toxic thing. And TikTok kind of knows that because these people live very opposite of like role model lives. And we know that because creators cannot be trusted. The only creators who can be trusted are those who, one, pay the platform, which is what just rolled out with this latest update. Now it's pay to play, just like Instagram, where you can promote a TikTok by spending a certain amount of money. They have that now.
I don't think Christian knew this.
It's new. With this new update, it seems like it's going to kill what the algorithm is, and the people at the top will be those who can afford it in brands. So I think TikTok's pretty much
on the
done.
out.
Yeah, so it's heading out. So what's essentially going to happen is it's still going to be a major part of the music industry, as it has been. Like the only songs that do well are songs that have a trend on TikTok, and it's going to still be important to be on, but unless you are willing to spend a massive amount of money or have a marketing push behind you, it's going to be harder and harder for industry noobs to get in here without insane algorithmic perfection. And up until this update, I thought it was possible even for people like me. We will see if that works. The one thing I have to leverage is good friendships with big creators. And honestly, I'm not even sure how many of them remember my name. So it'll be interesting to see how many people actually like repost this kind of stuff going forward.
Your potatoes are super crisp.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Papa. My potatoes are super crisp, boys. So I'm going to end up getting those in a minute or two, but we got to leave that in just in case you were wondering how crisp my potatoes are.
Bruh, that's the title of the episode. I don't know what you're talking about.
My potatoes are super crisp.
Christian knows this, and for those that have been listening for a very long time, I think we talked about it in maybe like episode 2 of the show, when we talked about TikTok a lot more in depth. We talked about...
Is that better? Is that a little bit better?
That's a lot better in terms of volume. Some would say
cool.
it's 2 better.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good now.
What's up, guys? I'm Christian. Welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play.
But talking about Christian's entrance to the app and my entrance to the app, I joined in October of 2018, and again, we talked about this in episode 2. For no reason whatsoever, I don't know why. It was just a stylistic choice that got made by an 18, 19-year-old me. All of my videos were in black and white. I wasn't going through a very particularly sad time in my life. I wasn't devoid of color day to day, but all of my TikToks for a couple months,
a while,
2 or 3 months, yeah, for a while. Where
I bet you were using those old timey like Sans audios. Yeah, da 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 80s.
Can I say I never made one of those? Can I?
What?
No, I don't think you can because I'm pretty sure you did.
No way.
I've gone through your whole TikTok. I'm almost 100% sure you did.
No.
I could be very, very, very wrong.
I definitely have
one.
some Radio Demon audio somewhere.
I definitely used one quite like it. I think I used what's the name of that song? Gosh, it's
that might be the one I'm thinking of.
Welcome to the underground. There was a fall.
I think I might.
If you get a look around,
Devil
give
Train?
us a call.
Is there a song called Devil Train out there?
I can't go through your TikTok right now.
Gosh. And this is what he said as he started to walk past me. It's a nice night for a walk.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, this is...
It's a nice night for a walk. Mind if I... Yeah, that one.
Yeah, mind if I join you? You do what you want to do. That's great, because I'm going to. That, I definitely duetted someone with that audio. But
that might be the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but I just remember my intro to you, Nate, was getting on TikTok and seeing that someone had duetted me, and I was like, hell yeah, love it.
I duetted you? What was that
Love
video?
This shit. It was well, do you remember what a lot of your content was in like late 2018? Because you had a niche at the time.
Was my niche doing freestyles about people?
Yes, I don't think I got a freestyle, but I definitely got a lighthearted roast, and it fucking killed me. You did your video in black and white, and you were just like, "What's wrong, Jim? What's wrong? Feeling sad?" You were just like roasting on you're dunking on the fact that I only did black and white videos.
You have to find that video and send it to me. That sounds weird.
That's the downfall of having like as many accounts as you've had. Is like I think I've tried to scroll back and look, but I've not been able to find it yet, because when I knew for a fact that we were going to get you on here, I definitely wanted to have it, but I've not found it yet. But that was my intro.
You could just type in both of our usernames on the TikTok search bar. That might pull it up.
Maybe.
I will say one thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I've been doing enough talking.
I was just going to say that one thing that has improved immensely on TikTok is the TikTok search bar. You couldn't find shit. You could have looked up the exact perfect username and some other shit would have come up. But now you can vaguely search the idea of a video and it comes up immediately. I don't know what they've done, but they've fixed it super well.
Changing 19 to white.
I did not just mute myself to adjust my light at all. Just to remind myself that Google responds when you do that. Man, I thought I was being coy. I thought I was being clean. I was like, hey, okay, Google, turn my light to white.
Okay, changing 19 to white.
Okay, Google, set my light to 100% brightness.
Sure, setting 19 brightness to 100%.
Damn.
Okay, Google, play me a fart sound.
This is a fart.
Yeah. Technology, boys.
This is a fart. I love that a lot. The announcement of it was just beautifully done. Good job.
Yeah,
people.
trust me, we are about a year away from the update where it's like, this is a queef.
The most recent edit of the Wikipedia is still up, Christian. So you're still gone, but my TikTok username is still in it.
Well,
I thought you took that down.
I did not. I never got around to it. But no one else did, and that baffles me.
Right?
It's been a running thing on the show for about, I think, 2-3 episodes now. Where back in when I was
No. Tell him to find it first. Do what you did. Do what you did for me.
Oh, okay.
Have you find it. Because
Okay.
that's the beauty of seeing it.
Okay.
In all its
so
glory.
I'm gonna need you to Google Jennifer Love Hewitt.
okay. Here we go.
Here you go.
I am open up Google. What am I gonna Google? Jennifer Love Hewitt, American actress. All right. Jennifer Love Hewitt. First top result 2 days ago. Watch, Jennifer Love Hewitt is expecting baby number 3. Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt images. Maybe that's what you want me to see. No, I see a generally attractive lady. She's got some very good looks. Don't know who she is or where she's from. Face looks somewhat familiar. I don't know why though. Never seen her face before. All right, cool.
Go to her Wikipedia page.
Okay, Wikipedia, first thing that comes up. Got it. Okay. Jennifer Love Hewitt, born February 21st, 1979, is an American actress, producer, and singer. Hewitt began her career as a child actress and singer, appearing on national television commercials before joining the cast of Disney Channel series Kids Incorporated. She had her breakthrough as Sarah Reeves Marin on the Fox teen drama Party of Five, and rose to fame as a teen star on her role as Julie James in the horror films I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh, I know what you did last summer. Hey, I know what you did last summer. Tell me where. In music, she released 4 studio albums to date. Her debut album, Love Songs, she was released at age 12, exclusively in Japan. She went on to record Let's Go Bang in 1995.
Wait,
Nate,
you're gonna want to.
That's the album I want you to click. Go ahead and click on Love Songs.
Love Songs. Okay. Love Songs specifically.
And down to the personnel list, which were people that appeared on the album.
Okay, hold on. I just saw where to click for this. Love songs, 1992. Okay, love songs. Okay, so was recorded a cover version of the Blondie song "Heart of Glass." What do you want me to scroll down to see on this?
The personnel list.
Personnel. Okay. Jennifer Love Hewitt for vocals and background vocals. Okay.
Go ahead
Rod
and just skip
Anthony.
down to any names you might recognize.
Okay, let's see. There's a lot of people on this. Why is there that many people? That's just a lot. Okay. Brad Cole, Liz Constant, Charles Everett, Jim Altman. You do not know how to play trumpet?
One, there are a few things here. One, I do know how to play trumpet. I played it for 4 years, primarily in school, and I haven't touched it since like high school. But
yeah, but you are younger than her. Why are you here?
The thing is, I didn't make that edit. Someone else put my TikTok username in. I'm Jim Altman. I'm the guy above. I also play baritone ukulele. That I put in 2018 when I was in college.
It hasn't been changed.
When I was in college, I edited that in, and it hasn't been changed since. So we wanted to see how far we could push the envelope.
Hold on. I got one for you. I'm going to add something right now. Hold on.
Let's go.
Do it. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, while you're editing, can you take out Jimmy Big Boy on the trumpet? I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I'm already on there as baritone ukulele. I don't want my fucking TikTok username on there.
And
you know what? I disagree. I feel like we don't have a right to adjust someone's gesture of like hilariousness that they also added. Someone had to come upon this and done it for you. I'm not moving that one. I'm adding myself to the list as executive handpan player, but I think it will be hard to buy because handpans were invented after this album was written.
Yes.
So,
really?
Yep, it's the first acoustic instrument variation to be invented this millennia.
What? How did I not know that? That's
because
so
it's a
wild.
freaking UFO weird drum thing that some Swedish dude made while high on who knows what. Guy is now suing everyone else for making them. He's an ass.
Wait,
okay,
what?
He has a
we'll get into
TikTok
that
series
now.
on it. It's
check out my TikTok. If you go click on my TikTok, click on the hashtag on right underneath there, save the handpan, and you'll see all my various rants about the legal ramifications of a douchebag who invented an instrument and decided to sue everyone else who made something like it, which is really dumb because the instrument is already. It's like taking a guitar, changing one thing about a guitar, and then saying no one else is allowed to make guitars. It's bad.
Dumb.
Yeah. All right. I'm putting myself in here.
Thanks for the handpan, guy, but why do you have to be a douche about it?
Exactly. Could have been a hero. Guy would have been loved. And then he's like, nope, I decided to be the villain in the story. Tokiejoestar, credit for...
I love this.
Yeah.
Can this be just a thing every one of our guests gets to come in?
Yeah, come put your name on Love Songs. Jennifer Love Hewitt's Japan exclusive album.
Handpan... and handpan, and what's something else I play that is super niche?
The baritone recorder is definitely
baritone
one
recorder,
of them.
yeah.
Our YouTube editor Seth Gilstrap is listed in here as well under baritone saxophone.
That's pretty interesting.
Does he play baritone saxophone?
No.
Oh, okay.
Seth is a percussionist.
Oh, Didgeridoo
that
is a
makes
good
so
one.
much sense. Didgeridoo, that is a good one. You play the didgeridoo?
I do.
You didgeridoo. All right.
Would
you be able to play some on this podcast?
I could go downstairs and grab it. Yeah. I'm going to publish changes. Boom.
Refresh.
Yeah, let me...
Tokiejoestar, handpan, and didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Nice. I love how this is... Okay, I love how this is something that is so incredibly niche that it just becomes this thing where you can absolutely mess with it and no one's going to care.
Well, it's very interesting. One thing has been cut. Oddly enough, it wasn't a TikTok username. It was a inside joke of the show because Christian, of course, wanted to be included. But we have a bit from so many episodes ago now.
Yeah.
eight or
Like in
nine
the early
episodes ago,
teens.
which is like
Yeah.
2 months at least.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he hates his name, he wishes he could
I
change it. We talked about what he could change it to. It was an amalgamation of different jokes.
Yeah, lots of jokes.
It was the fact that you wanted to change your name mixed with the fact that if you were, a spice, which one would you be?
Yep, and you said coffee spice because I have a lung disease.
Yeah, you have a lung disease, so I said,
Lung disease.
Am I the only one in here without like a chronic, like?
I don't. I have
disease?
chronic illness, homie. I got EOE and Crohn's.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't have an
damn.
autoimmune disease.
What's
I
your?
didn't know
What, you
that.
got like fibromyalgia, bro?
Cystic fibrosis.
I think the other one's a boob one, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I knew a guy.
I get the boob and lung one mixed up.
They're closely related. It's hard.
They
to...
are like a wall of skin and fat and ribs.
But I said he'd be coffee spice, and he didn't get it for a
Yes.
little bit, but he coughs. So
I do cough.
the joke was if he would change his name, it'd be Jonathan. We called him Coffee
I always
Spice
like the name
Jonathan. He put that in there, and Coffee
I put
Spice
Coffee
I mean,
Spice
Jonathan.
I thought you. So, are we talking about your actual name or your username?
My actual name.
Oh, so you don't like Christian? Okay.
I don't hate it. I hate my middle name more than I hate my first name.
What's your middle
But
name?
Edward.
That's such a dope name, though.
It's a good
don't-
name.
Edward.
I'm the one
That's
with
like
the-
that's like a part of that. That sounds. Edward is close to Edmund, and Edmund's from Narnia, and that's badass.
I'd take Edmund. I would take
Okay.
Edmund.
Just go by Ed. Honestly.
Ed. That's my
Ed.
uncle's name. The reason why I have Edward is because it's both of my grandfather's middle name, which is insane. Yeah,
Edward
on my
and
mom's
Edward.
side
Yeah,
and
no,
my
you
dad-
need
yeah,
Edward in there somewhere. That's
I
just too
know,
much
I
of a
know.
coincidence.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and funny enough, my
Christian
sisters-
Edward. You know what? That makes Christian Ed. You're Christian education.
Christian.
Congratulations, Christian education. You're
Hate
veggie.
that.
No, you know what your nickname by me now is? You're Veggie Tales to me. Christian Ed. If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile.
Smile.
If you like to waltz with potatoes up and down the produce aisle, man, have I got a podcast for you.
Oh, that's good. You know what? I love my name now. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah,
Thank
Christian
you
Ed.
for helping.
No problem. You know, I was gonna say if you add more issues with it, I mean, another backup would be like agnostic. It'd just be like, it's like, you know, I'm not gonna say the statement. I don't think there is a God. I think there's some higher power. I just don't want to like put him in a box. Like I don't want to be like, you know. I don't want to say like Ganti is not the elephant god of the sky. I just think that God is kind of like this general term, you know, kind of like, you know, I think that's why my parents named me agnostic, and also why my middle name is also Ed, because it's like the most agnostic name there is. It's like, are you Ed? Are you Eddie? Are you Edward? I don't know, and I'm just kind of here, man, you know.
I wish we would have had an animated tomato talk that to us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hi kids, I'm Bob the Tomato. And today we're going to talk about the issues surrounding nihilism in our generation. You see, a lot of people rely on religion as a source of comfort and moral support. But when it comes to the rest of reality, specifically those around the teachings of Descartes and postmodern beliefs about whether or not we even exist, it comes down to a lot of hokey pokey that you have to decide for yourself whether or not you're going to get up in the morning and go to your capitalist funding job, or if you're going to sit there and cry because existence is pain. And now a word from QWERTY. QWERTY hasn't decided whether or not he's going to turn on today based on today's topic. Larry is just crying in the sink. I don't know what's going on with him. Larry, we've got a job. Big Idea pays our checks. Sondervan is not getting any money off of you bawling about whether or not you are going to be a pickle when you die.
That was good. I know we don't usually put fucking religious stuff in there, but that's got to stay. Jim, that
Hey,
has
this
to
is
stay.
not
That was
political. This is religious. That's different. We want separation of church and state. Therefore, put a tiny bit of religion in the Not Political podcast, because it's
There you
not
go.
political. We're talking about Christian education over here, a.k.a.
We'll just rename the podcast to Anything But the Bagel.
That's good.
Anything But Bagel. Yes, Anything But the Bagel, a.k.a. Avocado, the podcast.
I
We didn't record that. We didn't record that. No one's going to
that-
understand that.
that
I'm going to have
went-
to explain that again. Okay. So I got this spice called everything but the bagel spice, and on the label it's this spice, which is like sesame seeds and everything that you'd put on a bagel, but like on an avocado slice, and it's like, man, look at that. It's not a bagel, but it's got bagel spice on. This is everything but the bagel spice. And I thought to myself, I got this spice. I have nothing else to eat. I did buy avocados this week. I kind of want to put this spice on the avocados. And so I did, and then I ate it, and it was pretty good, and it did add flavor. It wasn't just salt. It was like, this is kind of peppery, interesting, bold flavor of what you might have on a bagel. And it's not a bagel. So now, if you're talking about something that isn't a bagel, the first thing that should come to mind is probably an avocado.
Avocado.
Mm. I mean, technically, everything isn't a bagel if it isn't a bagel. Like if it's
there are two things in this world.
There are two things in this world.
Bagels and not bagels.
Oh, that's a classic.
VeggieTales, once again, has a pretty unique statement about this in a song that I might be able to sing for you real quick without any copyright infringement. Okay. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. Even if it has a monkey kind of shape. If it's not a sock or a dime or a pillow, if it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape. But a kite has a tail, then it's a monkey. So it goes through a list of things that have tails, and they're monkeys. And if it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
Yeah, is there anything you like really passionate about? But I just said, are you passionate? Anything you're super passionate about that
there's plenty. You know what? I mean, I'd love to come back on the podcast again just to talk about things that matter to me, because that's yeah, I'm down. Scheduling isn't a problem when you're unemployed. Yeah, there's plenty of things. I could go in deep about a few things. Have you guys played the Legend of Zelda series?
No.
Spotted. Yes.
I want to.
Spotted.
Okay. Do you guys know what Ocarina of Time is?
Yeah.
As the game, the concept.
Yeah.
Okay. So Christian doesn't know. So here's essentially the thing that I rant about. So you have a lot of anime discussions where it's like, I think this character ship works better than this character ship, right? So it's just a typical thing to talk about in like most fan culture. It's like, I think this relationship is pretty cool and its dynamics is interesting. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, who is the best girl in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time? Because there's a lot of honeys in that game, and Link is a pussy magnet. But, you know, in this period of time, any dude that's not wearing pants is hot stuff. And this man is in a kilt. So what are you going to do but, like, air out what you got to air out and Link packing? So all of the ladies in the land are after him. Who's the best girl? Jimmy? Who would you think would be the best girl in a game called The Legend of Zelda?
You would think it would be Zelda?
You would like to think that, wouldn't you? But that's not the best girl in the game. If you don't know The Legend of Zelda, what happens is you go through the whole game swinging your freaking sword, killing bosses for this girl who said, we need to stop Ganon. Have to stop Ganon. This is the first Aryan-looking princess that comes your way, and you're like, hey, I also got blonde hair and blue eyes, and you're like, you know what? This has got to be the one. The game is named after this lady, right? Like, oh, pretty pink princess. I'll save you. Wrong. You go through the entire game. You go through time and space for this honey just to get her kingdoms fixed, right? What happens? It's like at the end of the game, it's like, they're gonna make out, they're gonna have babies, they're gonna have a beautiful land. She's like, I feel bad that you did all this for me. I must send you back to your own time to enjoy your life. And you're like, bitch, what? No! Homie, just for a little pussy, went across the time stream. Are you kidding me? No! You are going to do the do, and then he's going home. But no, you don't do that. She's just like, here, hand me the Ocarina of Time. I'll send you back. And he's just like, what? He's like, shit. He goes back in time. Homie doesn't get any. So he goes back and he's like, man, I had this nice adult bod and now I'm 7 again. What the hell? And so he goes back before he even has a ding dong to use. poor homie is completely out of sorts because now he's got all the memories from the future. He's like, I'm still horny, and now I'm 7. So no, Zelda is not the best girl of this game. She simp baited my boy. Cringe.
Is Ocarina?
I can't.
Is Ocarina the game with Sheik, or is
Yes.
that okay?
That is okay. Arguably, Sheik is the best girl because technically speaking, it is Zelda, but the character that is Sheik is someone who is physically presenting as a male. So when referring to Sheik, most people can interchangeably use either he, her, or she, her pronouns. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because the entire time it was a disguise by Zelda, so you don't have to get all like political about it. That's the opposite of this podcast. The point is, for those wondering, and because this is a topic where it involves cross-dressing, the character themselves doesn't ever have a pronoun specificity. They refer to them as either he, him, as being a man, or she, her, depending on whether they're talking about Zelda in Sheik clothing posthumously. And their relationship during that period of time was so pure, where Sheik was like, you know what? I'm going to show this like brotherly love towards Link when he has no one else to guide him, because Zelda on the inside is still trying to lead him along to get to where he has to go. And Sheik doesn't even know himself who he is. He kind of knows that he's Zelda, but he doesn't know till the end. When like the spell clicks in his brain, he's like, finally, I could tell Link the whole time I've been Zelda. So he's kind of got his memory sealed away to not let Ganon know where Zelda is. And it works. So that they have a very interesting dynamic because they're like best homies in this entire game. They hang out like quite often on his journeys. Sheik's always helping Link out. So you would say of all the people he has a close relationship with, Sheik is the closest, probably, out of anyone that he's interacted with. Only thing is, Sheik is a dude, and Link always thought Sheik was a dude. There's memes in the community where it's like, you know, man, I don't even know about Zelda anymore. I was just wondering, would you like to make... dude, I'm just saying, we're both homies. My socks go past my thighs. It wouldn't be gay. I'm just saying, like, you know, you in a unitard, I'm in a leotard. Let's get tardy up in here. So there's a couple other ladies in the game that are less important, but they matter because we're having the discussion. As gentlemen, we deserve our right to talk about each individual lady because we all got a preference, like BTS characters. You know, it's like, I prefer the fish girl, honestly. I mean, stanky fishy all you want. The fact is, when she grew up, she had gazongas, and she's a fish. She don't even need mammary glands.
She was curvy.
Like, why would a fish need boobs?
Not
but
very
she
curvy.
has them.
It's polygons.
Yeah. Very, very polygonal. Did you know that, what's the character's name? What's that? There's a video game about an android that, like, wears an eye patch and is, like, kind of looks like a ballerina with white hair and has a sword.
Nier Automata?
You know, yeah, Nier Automata. The ass on that girl has more polygons than the entirety of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Oh my god.
This is up on...
That girl's booty has more polygons than all of Zelda.
This is just on my wall
Yeah.
all the time.
Mhm.
As it should be.
I can't blame you. So, people have a few arguments here, and I'll get through them briefly because we're running out of time. But
Yeah, unfortunately.
yeah. So
We will continue this. If you're down to be back on, I think...
I'm down.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could go on a full-on rant about this topic alone. I mean, we could have talked about my life. We could have talked about my illnesses. We could have talked about like spirituality and how I feel about it going forward as an adult versus as a kid. We could have done all that, but we're talking about anime girls from a video game. So
Let's do it.
when Link first grows up, he's a Kokiri, or he thinks he is. He's a normal kid living among little spirit people that are like thousands of years old, but they live in this immortal forest under the guidance of a giant tree person named the Deku Tree, who kind of keeps them young in this happy little environment where they never get old. One of his friends there, as he grows up to be about their age, is Saria, who was his favorite best friend growing up. Girl with green hair, gives him his first ocarina. The only person in the Kokiri forest who treats him like a human being. So you'd think, man, he should definitely hang out with Saria. Wrong. Problem, she is immortal. which isn't an issue because Link technically has gone through time. It's not that big of an issue. But she's also physically eternally like 9. And we are not treading on that territory.
Yeah.
Neither would Link.
Yeah.
Because that's a problem, and they're homies.
That's straight up. Link knows. Link knows. Like, he's...
Link knows. He's like...
This is when he's set. At the beginning of the game is when he's set.
At the beginning of the game, he is 10, I think. So they're
still my 10-year-old homie knows. He's like there are lines.
Yeah,
and there are boundaries.
she's like she is still 10, so it's not happening.
Yeah, he
but
knows what's
I don't
up.
think Link was about that anyway. That's like his best friend, who's also a girl.
Yeah,
I don't think you tread that boundary. Next, Malin from Lon Lon Ranch. The little farmer's girl's got a farmer's heart and always wanted a sweet prince to sweep her off her feet someday. Well, she gets her wish because Lon Lon Ranch in the future, after Link meets her in the past, is like, oh, I like your little pony. What's its name? Wow, real creative of you. I mean, what? You just took the E from pony and you put it before the pone part. You just E-pona. Wow. What a visionary girl. So they meet as a kid. She's super into him. She's like, oh, fairy boy. Don't call me fairy boy. But you got a literal fairy. Oh, listen. It's like, oh, okay. That's a cute little interaction. And next thing you know, Link's catching feelings. He grows up and she's like, oh, the ranch was taken over by the Gerudo and by the freaking old guy who used to work here. He's super evil now. And Link saves the farm and gives it back to her. And she's like, oh, thank you, fairy boy. I love you. Come back here anytime, my handsome prince. And it's like, yeah, if he stays in this timeline, they boning. Like, it's going to happen.
There's
I
no
see
discussion.
Link becoming, no discussion. Farmer's girl. Got this unlocked. Probably one of the better ships. Then, of course, there's Princess Ruto, who is the princess of the Zora tribe. Really sassy, like, no, you sussy baka kind of type beat, like, actually a brat. And, you know, she's like, I'm going to go inside this giant fish so that my dad can't make me marry this Zora prince I'm not that into. And then Link's like,
We've all been there. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to take you out of this guy's belly because there's like a giant monster that Ganon put in here, and it's gonna screw everything up for me. So I'm gonna yoink you out. And then she's like, okay. He kills the bad guy, gets her out of there, and she's like, oh, you're after the spiritual stone of water? Did you know that the spiritual stone of water is like an engagement ring for my people? Here, take it, you sassy green boy. And he takes it, and he grows up, and then turns out when he grows up and comes back to the water temple, she's like, and he's like, only problem with some of these relationships, though. Some of these girls become what are known as the Seven Sages. Basically, they give up their spiritual form, or they give up their physical form to become spirits and help guard the Temple of Time after Link kind of finishes his quest. So they kind of leave time in a weird way. They kind of get retconned out of existence. So everyone still remembers them being there, but the timeline's a little bit screwed up because now they're not there when he goes back as kids. So they just kind of pop out of existence, and everyone has this like general knowledge, like, yeah, they became a sage. When or how, I don't know, but they became a sage. So it's like this, you know, global retcon. Everyone knows that what happened to him. So Princess Zora gets retconned. There's a certain point where she becomes a sage and disappears. So she's like, I would marry you, Link, but it's not meant to be because now I'm a spirit. And he's like, dang it. Damn. Let's get fishy tonight. But nope. So last woman, you got, of course, Impa, who is like Zelda's handmaid. Like, Sweetie is old, to be fair, got the gray hair, but like a ninja bod, like kind of MILF territory. And to be fair, she was into Link, just not like that. Some people put her on the scale. I don't necessarily include her. Then you have, of course, the creepiest of all, Nabooru, who was a Gerudo, just like Ganon. But she meets Link when she is 25 and he is 10. And he's in just because, you know, he's 10, prepubescent, and she's got massive gazongas. She makes jokes about it all the time whenever they interact. But then he grows up, and when she becomes a sage, she literally says, man, had I known the kind of hero you were going to become. And I'm like, Nabooru, that's a child. Like, this isn't you being a cougar. You are a predatory woman. That's not okay. It's just like, oh, I like the green boy in the skirt. I bet you do. You freaky person. It's not okay. So it leaves us then with who is the best girl, and at this point you got in order Zelda, who is simp bait, Saria, who is jail bait, and then you got Stanky Fishy, Bad Touch, and then the homie, who is Chic. So who is the best girl? And you wonder this the entire game. Honestly, I always end up saying probably the Bamachu shop girl, because I mean, do I need to pull up a picture? I'm pulling up a picture. Okay, here we go.
For Christian's sake, go ahead and do so, and we'll make sure that Seth puts it up in the YouTube video.
Yeah, people have done some pretty interesting art. Let's not mention what kind of art I just saw. Yeah. Also, just for reference, I will also show pictures of the other ladies. Okay, yeah, so this is the Bamachu shop girl, canonically. Okay. She's really cute. This is some art that was done with some higher res polygons of her. She's super adorable. Got the pink like top showing her belly a little bit. It's like look at that artwork.
They added a couple extra polygons there.
Oh yeah, enough to make another game. So let's see. Oh, look at this. We got JoJo's Part 3, JoJo's. We got the skull. We got the giant realistic tree base in Minecraft. We got Addison Grace. Oh my, Addison Grace. I have no idea what that says. And then Jennifer Love Hewitt. I have that in my search history now. Okay, yes, who else? So we got Zelda from Ocarina of Time model. Yeah, we want to go by the model. So we have this when she grows up. You have this when she's a kid. Here we have Malin grown up. She's super cute. And yeah, there's little Malin right there to give you an idea of who we're talking about. Who else do we have? We have Zelda. That's fine. Oh, there's Sheik. There's Sheik looking all cheeky. That's what he looked like when Zelda looked like while in drag, I guess.
See, look at them. They're just vibing, just playing the ocarina.
No, literally, they are vibing out.
Guys.
Just dudes being dudes.
Yeah, Sheik would come along with the harp and teach him a new song to play on the ocarina, and it was like a magical song, and he'd get some cool stuff. Also, look how far we've come with technology. Holy smokes. That's quite the change.
That's something.
Oof. Wowzer. Then you got the remake for the Unreal Engine. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah,
but,
that's
yeah.
Uncanny Valley.
All right, now you got Princess Ruto. Now, of course, this one you're probably not going to be able to show at all, because this is young Princess Ruto. This is old Princess Ruto.
Yeah, I don't know if we can...
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Seth will censor it in a humorous way.
Yeah, put some fish on the fishy bits.
Yeah.
Like, just put a fish on the entire thing. Just fish. Uh-oh, cosplay. Meet Naburu. This is the cougar lady that comes after you. Also, she is freaking thick. I don't know. I don't know what pants. You can... I think it's the pants. It's a poofy pants for sure.
Poofy pants. It's the hammer pants.
Really cool cosplays of any of these characters, by the way. If you are into cosplay, take a look at some of these people's dedication. Who are we missing? We got Simp Bait. Oh, we need Jailbait. Here we go. Saria. Well, none of us need Jailbait, but we all know what I'm talking about. Here we go, little Saria. And this is the kind of friendship they had growing up. Look at that. Aw, how cute.
Too cute.
Let's not look at that one. Okay. People think are way ahead of me. Okay, so we got Saria, we got Simp Bait, Jailbait, Horse Girl. Yeah, let's just go with Malin.
Is Malin Horse Girl? I messed up.
That is Horse Girl, technically. Yep.
We already took a look at Malin.
Also looks like someone made a mod where she becomes the main character of Zelda. I would play that.
Return of Thick Malin.
Return of Thick Malin from the randomizer. I guess you can randomize character models and then play along with them. That's kind of interesting. Her story so there's a manga series that is canon that follows along with the video games. That is very interesting. I have a couple of the different iterations of it. I think that confirms my personal opinion. Like Malin makes the most sense because in Ocarina of Time there are 3 timelines. There's when Link saves the day and goes back home as a kid. That leads into Majora's Mask, where it's like, oh, it's the kid timeline. He goes to a different dimension after that and then comes back. There's the timeline where he actually stays afterwards. It doesn't happen in the game, but there's a potential canon future where he stays with Zelda after that point and saves the village or whatever and continues to fight against the forces of evil. And that leads into Twilight Princess in that timeline. And then the third timeline is where Link actually doesn't win. He gets killed by Ganon, and then Zelda, with the help of the other people, seals him in a different way than fighting him with Link. And that makes a third timeline branch that goes different directions. And then each of the games subsequent are in one of those timelines, and they each have different names. And you can watch an entire YouTube video on it, and it explains it a lot better than I did. But it's this game's fault that we have so many different Zelda games that are like, where does this go? Like, how, when, where? I don't know. But I don't know. I used to rant about that on TikTok specifically, too. I made a couple videos where it was like, man, I cannot stand the fact that Zelda sent this boy home after everything he did. Like, I would hate being that guy. You know, it's just like, hey, I did all this stuff for you. Go home. I'll take your clout and leave. Absolutely.
That was a good rant.
Heartless.
That was some good shit.
I had a lightsaber for part of that. What the heck? Yeah.
I don't think mine work anymore.
Oh, you guys have lightsabers. It's so cool.
Ooh.
That one doesn't work.
Damn it. I feel lame.
That one doesn't
For
work.
not having a lightsaber, I think that makes you marginally cooler.
No, that's so fucking cool. You can't even...
Mine don't turn on anymore. I need to change the batteries. One of them is Mimi's. Mimi's is pink.
All I have is a
Mine's
giant
blue.
head.
Awesome.
I think that's the only thing that lights up in my room is my giant head.
But I think that rant was a beautiful way to tie things up.
I would agree with that.
At least for this
Okay.
episode. Now, we'd absolutely love to have you back. And
I mean, if I come back,
Please.
we'll have to explain why I have 2 Zelda posters on my
Please.
wall. And why I have an in-box Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time that got squashed in shipping and now is no longer as pristine as it used to be.
Oh, no.
That
Yeah, I know.
sucks.
But yeah, I would be down to come back anytime and rant about whatever.
Anything. Hell yeah. Anything but politics.
Anything but politics, yeah. I'm down to rant about anything but politics.
Anything but
yeah.
the bagel. So,
Anything.
And everything but the bagel.
with that, I will thank you so much for joining. I think naturally...
Editor. Don't show blocks where my feet should be.
Yeah, Seth, block those feet. This is...
Yeah. You don't have to track them. I'm gonna try to keep them in the same area, but these guys are getting like a free show right here, and I don't know if either Christian or Jimmy's into that kind of thing.
Put the fish on top of it.
Put the same fish that you put.
Seth, take the picture of the princess with the fish covering her fishy bits, but the princess as the censor. But make sure that her fishy bits are covered.
Make sure you
with the
censor.
real fish.
So what you're doing is you're taking the image from before with the fishy bits on my fishy feet.
Thanks, Seth.
There you go.
Thanks,
Thank
Seth,
you, man.
you're the best.
We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll give you a bonus.
I think just to let the episode flow naturally, what we're going to do is put the ad break here, and then when we come back, we will be without Nate. But thank you so much for coming on and ranting. It's exactly what we need, is that energy of this video game pisses me off, and here's why. It's an excellent place to be, and it's an excellent place that we're going to come back to next time we have you on. But hey, man, it's been great.
Hey, it's been awesome. Thanks for having me here. Everyone, if you would like to go and see the stuff that I do, I am Tokiejoestar on every platform. Literally every single platform. Do not Google my name, because in most frequent searches are some platforms I wish I didn't post on, but I did in the past and made fat stacks on them. So, yeah. So I'm Tokiejoestar on everything. Go and check it out.
But
what was your name again? It's
Tokiejoestar, named after my dead dog. You see, if you scroll down, I told you, it's there.
I was gonna make that a joke. I was gonna
not a joke.
Oh, does he have a?
We'll have one eventually. We have a Pornhub account.
We sure do.
There's an Anything But Politics Pornhub.
100%.
Wow,
There's nothing on it.
This rant there.
Yeah,
rant there, but
we
like
will.
an
That'll be our
uncensored
first
rant where the fishy bits are not censored.
Ah.
We finally have Pornhub content.
Yes.
There you go.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
It'll be
That
there.
works. Mm-hmm.
Don't make me. There's no guest option with only for fish.
There
Only
you
fish.
go. Only
Only
fish. Only the fishy bits. Only the bits that are completely unnecessary for survival. Fish do not have milk. This fish does. Come to subscribe for $10 a month.
God, oh man, yes. Please come back on literally whenever you want. Holy shit.
Just if
Okay,
you
sounds
see
good.
if you see that we're in this voice channel, just get in here.
Yeah.
Just be like, guys, start recording. I gotta say something.
Sounds good to me. But hey,
man,
thank
good
you so
stuff.
much.
All right,
For
thank
real,
you
thank
so
you.
much, guys.
And
All
goodbye.
right.
Fuck, man.
Goodbye, Nate.
Bye, Nate.
Did I say there was going to be an ad read
You
in
did.
this one?
but
Then
there's not.
didn't we immediately have a discussion about the fact that we don't want those anymore?
Yep.
Hey guys, it's Jim. We're not going to do ads anymore. Just not worth it. We
love
like you guys too much. We're doing this for you.
Yep. No other
It's
reasons,
n-
just
it is-
for you.
No, I mean, I've always said I'm going to be open as hell about the finances that we deal with this show. And over
Rich as fuck.
all time, in half of a year, we've earned $15 from ads to split amongst 4 people who are part of our team. So not fantastic, and I don't see how we could have expected to do fantastic while still at a stage in the show's life where we should really be focused on reaching out to new members of the community and getting the show's listenership higher. And a quick way to turn people away is by having a 1-minute ad.
Yeah.
It's
every
over
time.
a minute. It's a long ad, and
Yeah.
I never
Thanks,
listen
Anchor.
to it. I never have to listen to it. But yeah, that's Anchor, and we're dipping on that.
Yeah. Fuck Anchor. We can bash Anchor now.
We can totally
Yeah.
badmouth Anchor.
Yeah, because now it's not going to sound like we're hypothetical. Woo! Now it's not going to sound like we're hypocritical. Fuck Anchor. They deserve to be at the bottom of the ocean.
I think we're just gonna put this audio after Nate says goodbye, and this is gonna
Yeah.
be a short as hell end of the episode. Hey guys,
Yeah.
no ad, nothing else to add.
Stop.
And above all, I will say this.
In addition,
Thank you so much. Not to our sponsors. Fuck our sponsors.
fuck Anchor.
I'm our
You
sponsor
suck.
now. Me. No, thank you so much to Miller and Jamie, 2 people who have decided to kind of pledge monthly to the show, which really makes sure that we keep your listening and viewing pleasure as best as we possibly can.
Hell yeah.
If you are able to and would like to do the same, you can go to anchor.fm. That is anchor.fm/anything but, and that'll bring you to our homepage where you'll see the support button, and you can subscribe in tiers of 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month, or $9.99 a month, and it means the world to us. Not only that you can take care of stuff like that, but also that you're just here and listening. We love you more than anything.
We do. Can I say one thing before we hop out of here?
Yeah, what's up?
When we come back next week. Oh,
Yeah.
no! I won't be here.
Yes.
When I come back, you will
2
be...
weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, you will be experiencing a post-Bo Burnham watching Christian. Because on May 30th, he is putting out his new special. Everybody needs to go watch it. Don't care if you're a fan of the guy.
That's so soon.
So soon, right? Yeah,
I didn't
they
hear
posted
that
like the other
announcement.
day. Yep, they posted the other day, and I was like, I thought it was going to be in like July or
Yeah.
August, and they were posting 3 months. Nope, it's this week. It's Saturday.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I'll be
I'm-
checking that out.
Oh, I'm jazzed. I'm so jazzed, and we will be talking about it on the podcast. Hate to break it to you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, sorry guys, but you'll be experiencing a lengthy bit about it. But anyway, just thought I'd throw that little nugget out there.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! And with that,
We love you guys.
We do.
Bye-bye.
bye bye.
And we're dancing again. Just like that.
Fuck yeah!